The Rise of Skywalker is said to have many different twists and turns, as well as surprises in this film by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one great thing about this film is that we do know that J.J. Abrams will be adding in many new elements and aspects of the franchise that fans have never seen before on the big screen, while also borrowing and cherry-picking elements from the expanded universe, which, by the way, is going to be very good and is going to satisfy a lot of hardcore fans around the world with The Rise of Skywalker. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for the characters of Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and even Emperor Palpatine. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing is that a description of Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren entering what is described to be an abandoned Imperial base on a desert world. It said that Kylo and the Knights have discovered what's described to be one of Palpatine's vaults that were hidden away for decades. It said that Kylo comes across a large control panel that is said to activate a large Palpatine hologram that is around the same size of the Palpatine hologram from Empire Strikes Back. It said that this is where one of the significant revelations are made from Palpatine to Kylo indirectly, where the Palpatine hologram states that he has found a road to eternal life from an ancient Sith Lord during his travels to the beyond. It's also described that Palpatine has discovered a group of Darksiders who call themselves the Acolytes, and that they plan to spread their ideology for generations to come. The next describes Kylo appearing to be stunned by what he is hearing, as he is said to be seeing the first time his grandfather's master. So what's really intriguing about all of this is that we do know that this is going to be the moment in which we learn a little bit more about Palpatine's role in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Now, I want to go over a couple of things here that really do stand out to me. Now, first things first, we do know that Episode 9 is going to be a film that is going to have these saga-wide implications and these earth-shaking twists and turns, as Richard E. Grant has said before in the past on the Radio Times. So, first thing that I do want to go over is how Palpatine in this hologram, which by the way was in fact recorded before his death, in this hologram, he actually states to Kylo Ren indirectly that he has found a road to eternal life, through, of course, the knowledge of an ancient Sith Lord. Now, you guys may recall we went over something just recently about Nile Ren, and of course, the Forger in the Dark Spire, revealing something about Nile Ren, that the character of Nile Ren discovered a certain secret to eternal life. Now, could it be that Palpatine learned the ancient ideology, or the ancient, ideas and, or, I guess you could say, knowledge from this ancient Sith Lord, Nile Ren? It's very possible that Palpatine learned it from that exact Sith Lord that we went over just recently. Now, the other piece that I do want to go over, which also falls directly in line with the new villain that's going to be a part of this film, is how Palpatine also discovered a group that calls themselves the Acolytes, a group of Darksiders that call themselves the Acolytes, that actually plan to spread their ideology down the generations. So, for generations to come, the Acolytes are spreading their ideology and literally expanding, what they call themselves as the Acolytes. So, at this time, Palpatine was alive and well before the events of Return of the Jedi, where he discovered the Acolytes and, of course, this road to eternal life. And this could also fit directly in line with exactly why Palpatine told Luke Skywalker, or should I say when Luke Skywalker told Palpatine, your overconfidence is your weakness. Soon I will be dead, and you with me. And Palpatine just laughed it off. And I think that Palpatine living on, in some way, shape, or form, is going to give that scene in Return of the Jedi more light and meaning. So, moving past all of this, the one thing that I do want to go over is how we do know that Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren eventually go to this abandoned Imperial base on a desert world. It really does bring one to question, is this the same exact desert world that we do get to see in the teaser trailer? And, most of all, is this the planet of Jakku? As you all know, Jakku had a large Imperial base and or observatory that actually kept a lot of the, all the different belongings and the artifacts and the relics of Emperor Palpatine from other Sith and Jedi and stuff like that. So with that being said, guys, this by far is the most interesting piece because we do know that the new villain is going to be called the Dark Acolyte. So a Dark Acolyte is going to be in episode 9 and is going to be associated with Emperor Palpatine in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of talk out there right now as we speak that the spirit of Sidious is going to be used in some way in episode 9 and is going to literally possess the Dark Acolyte in episode 9. Now that to me sounds like a very interesting take by JJ by cherry-picking something from Legends material by also making it something new. It may not be a clone of Palpatine, but it's Palpatine's spirit in a different body from what it seems. So what do you guys make about all of this? And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.